last morning here. That's the way it goes sometimes. So I'm on my second log, and I've already sharpened 3 blades, and I'm on the second blade. So anyways, that's not the way typically the way it goes. But you know what, guys? I'm not just showing you all the gravy, all the good stuff. Just like the other morning, I came here and I didn't even sharpen a blade, but I saw 10 logs non-stop, no issues whatsoever. I didn't film that. This is blade number 4 for me now. I'm gonna be honest, which shouldn't be, but like I said, make some stupid mistakes and not paying attention, I guess, but that happens. Anyway, this is a blade that was already on here, and when I was doing the boards, and I wanted really nice, the best boards I could make, so instead of sharpening that one, I would put on a new blade. So that one had, I don't know if it's just worn down or I struck it one spot or whatever, but anyways, I should have showed you the slab, but so I just took out the first slab and everything's good. So I just sharpened it, everything's good, it's cutting good there now. So let's see if we can make some lumber. My first slab was too thick, I'll get that. I had a thinner slab, but oh well. Yeah, cutting good. Okay, that's a little thin there, but that log's not straight either. So now, a little jump. I got one bad tooth, I think, on there. So that's why I didn't want that for my boards, right? That's why I took this one off. I didn't notice the tooth. It must have been down. Because I was up, I would have saw it, and I would have just ground it off. So the tooth that's bent or buckled a little bit must be pointing down. Anyway, I don't care. It's 2x4. You're not going to see it. It's in behind the walls, right? Now, we're going to take a big old board off of there. Well, all right. Yeah, that's a nice board. So all this stuff up here on the table, if you can see that, I'm not sure if you can, this is all for recut for boards. This is a good long 12-footer. I think it's more than 12 foot actually, but I gotta cut better logs, right? Boy, this got a big swoop into it too. So I don't know which way I'm gonna go with this. If I'll use it for a wharf, just cut 2 slabs like it is there now, and then use it. Yeah, it'd be great. But, that is, I got that. That's not a good 2x4 because it's not 3.5 for some reason. I can tell by looking at it. I got that whole log messed up. Yep. That is, oh my Lord, what was I thinking? That's just over 3 inches. Well. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that now. Well, I might be able to use it somewhere else. Yeah, it's not thick enough. Well, that's smart, Brian. Like I said, I don't know, nothing. Put the other piece back on. Let's see what we have. Now we're going to do a tandem cut, guys. Yeah. Tandem cut. I'm cutting 2 at once here now. Okay, 1.5 inches. Right here. There you go. Now, I got a piece of 2x4 out of that, not a full length of course, but at least there's a piece there I can use. Again, the width is wrong, so that can be used for blocking or something, right? There's always all this blocking that you need. This is, oh no, this, again, too thin. But, might be alright for blocking and when I'm building trusses. So, no, I'm going to get another piece out of this. Let's see what this is. Yeah, 3 1/4 instead of 3 1/2. Anyway, I messed up there. That's the way she goes, guys. Nothing's ever perfect. All right, what we get out of that? 4 pieces, okay. Well, considering how crooked it was. Oh, and a board. Considering how crooked it was, let's look and get that. So, blade's cutting pretty good. All right, we got one here. Now this one's straight. This one's straight to gun barrel. As my father used to say. Straight to gun barrel. Now, gotta rise up a little bit. Yeah, that's about it there. Nice clamp there. Now, got it going on back here. Put that down a bit. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's a nice even slab. Nice, yeah. Good log, good cut. This might be the turning point. This might be a TSN turning point. Yeah. Lumber flying everywhere here now, guys. Better not say that too loud because I jinx myself. Yeah. Yeah. I saw that after. Too much to throw away there. I mean, it's hit or miss. I don't know what the seabirds are doing there. Seagulls, they're all in one spot. They're not moving. They're just, I don't know if there's small fish there or what. No idea. Let's come out and check the iceberg. There he is over here now. So he moved out. I guess he ran aground there around that rock. Quite a bit smaller than what it was a few days ago. So he's and there's some pieces over here that's broken off. So he's getting small fast. And it's really hot here today. It's really hot, so yeah, so that thing is getting smaller pretty quick. Anyway, nice day out here today. There's not hardly any sea, so I'm out here in a small boat, which I don't normally do if there's any sea on, but it's no different here than what it is in the bay here for roughness, so it's safe, right? But yeah, so you're looking at the open ocean here now. This is way up here. You're looking just straight north. So beautiful day out here. Looks like I can see iceberg down there. You can't see it, and I can't zoom in on it. It won't do justice to it. So, but it looks like there's a big berg down there, big enough that I can see over the horizon. But yeah, so I might get a little closer to this one here now and just have a little look, closer look. Wow, that is still a big chunk of ice, I gotta say. That is still a big chunk of ice. But back there he looks smaller, but I don't know. It's still not a lot of ice there yet. But he's some funny shapes, I gotta say. Some weird shapes, right? So I gotta be careful here, because if a piece breaks off of that, a wave could swamp me, right? So, yeah. I just noticed there's a cross on that rock. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know if there's a shipwreck or what. But yeah, there's some pieces broken off over there that just recently, so I'm about, I'd say 150 feet away from it right now. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, that's my guess, about 150, 200 at the most. So yeah, pretty cool. So it's, you know, we're a little bit past the middle of June here, so yeah, you never know. See how long we can see icebergs, eh? I'm stealing my neighbor's grass. That's right. Look at this dandelions. This is free rabbit food. That's right. Beauty part about rabbits, once June hits, till probably September, October, free food. That means you're getting some valuable protein, and you're gonna feed them all summer for free. So we got 6 rabbits right now, and this is what they get in the mornings. Dandelions, they just love them. Guess what? There's plenty of them around. And because our neighbors on both sides are not here all the time, and they sometimes let their grass grow wild. Awesome. And so I just do a favor by ripping a few out of the ground. Rabbits love it, right? Too bad Bacon wasn't that easy. He's eating lots of feed. But anyway, rabbits, yeah. So hey, that's another thing. And see, if you had chickens, you can't. I mean, fresh grass, undisturbed ground is good for chickens, but I don't think you can feed them solely on that. But I'm feeding these guys solely on this stuff. Still on my first bag of feed since April. Now, we do have a pregnant one, or I think she is, and I'm giving her a little bit of pellets in the morning just to keep her good, you know, give her good, lots of good different variety. But the other ones, they're just eating this, and that's all. They're fine. And I do have some scraps, you know, from the what I could get from the grocery store, the neighbors and that, like, you know, some bread and watermelon and stuff. But mainly that's all they're getting. They're not getting any pellets. The other ones haven't had pellets in weeks. So hey, that's a benefit of rabbit farming. So yeah, so that one there gets a little bit of pellets because she should be pregnant. But these guys, they are all too happy to eat, especially this one, look. All too happy to eat dandelions. I actually give her some sunflower seeds last night. Something different, but yeah, she'll munch on that for today. That'll be gone. I do that twice a day. Free food. So it's later in the day now, and of course all that grass and dandelions, he's still got a little bit left. A couple strands there, not much there, not much there, so they just devour that big bundle of, yeah, anyway. Now I'm gonna get them another bundle for the night, so, and they'll have all that gone by tomorrow morning. So the grass is really, he eats a lot of it, and it goes right through them. So anyway, that's what's, but it's free bunny food, right? Today, voila, the roof used to come out to here, and so I stripped the shingles off, stripped the boards off, and then cut the truss off. So there you go. There's the trusses all cut off. They're all blocked, right? And then I took down this wall here. Now there's a gap in the floor because something's not lined up, so I got to fill that in later. That's a minor detail. And so this is the wall, back wall of the kitchen. And now I can come on with this wall and across here, of course. But then we were working on the truss, the actual roof truss. So basically we got laid out on the floor here. The truss like this, and then this is going to be a vaulted ceiling in this on this side. So So this side of the house, this half, the front half, is going to have a higher ceiling. It's going to be on an angle. And then the back half is going to be a regular ceiling. So yeah. So there's the latest on that. Now I got to get busy cutting more logs. And I need 10-foot 2x4 for the truss. And then I got a lot of cutting and fitting. And, you know, trusses are slow, right? Slow going. But anyway, I managed to get all the roof truss saw was left over when I cut them off. So yeah, like I said, I need more 2x4 10-footers, so I got to get sawing tomorrow morning, and then I'll come back to prepping this. And so the plan is now to get all these trusses done, and get them done, put up in there, edit away. Then I can finish this wall here in the front. Then put the trusses up. So that's the order of business. So anyway, stay tuned. This log pile is getting a lot smaller. Let me show you. Remember one video or picture I took, I was standing right here and I was up to my shoulders. So now it's quite a bit lower, as you can see. Spread out a little more because I'm picking and choosing. Trying to pick all my small logs for 2x4s, right? This is going to be all boards and siding, hopefully. So lots of cutting there yet, boys. I'm gonna say maybe I'm 60 or 70 logs into it, so it's over 100 there still. Anyway, this morning I thought I had enough 2x4 yesterday, because I thought about, I don't know, 20 odd logs yesterday, putting them together. I was like, damn, I'm short again on 12-foot 2x4. Well, I tell you, nothing gives me the fuzzies more than seeing this. This gives me the fuzzies, I gotta say, guys. Just look at that there. How many we got there? I haven't counted them. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 16 pieces of 2x4 by 12. And I'll call these 8s, 2 8s, and 3 2x6s. Those got a little bit of wean on them. I'll use those for headers for the patio door and stuff, right? But yeah, like 2x4 by 12, I don't know what it costs, but I dare say it's $6 or something like there each for sure, maybe even closer to 8, I'm not sure. Anyway, great savings there, guys. And I want to talk about a blade. I showed you my method of sharpening. I'm still on the blade there, and I sharpened it twice already. A little bit of wean, but it's nice and true, nice and the right thickness and everything, the right dimensions. It's not wavy. When your lumber gets wavy, that's your blade is dull or it's not cutting right. You know, the teeth are not set right. So anyway, that's you know, I might get another few logs in that blade, and then it'll probably break, and that's it. Game over. I just ordered some more blades, better quality, because I find these, I've already broken a couple, but some of it's my fault. I've after hitting the stops a couple times, which is, anyways. So I'm doing better on that after a couple blades. So yeah, so I got to get these over to the house, and then get them cut and start building some trusses. So still got a nice pile of slabs here too. So I got to get these cut down, and these are beautiful slabs. Well, that's a wrap for the roof truss. Kind of, sort of. It's a wrap for the ones for the new edition I had to build. Here's the 7 trusses. Now, every kind of piece of plywood, the sheeting shed is starting to go down. I had that stog right to the door, basically, with sheeting. And I've used quite a bit of it here now. That's the sheds I built, and then now this small bits and pieces. This used up an enormous amount, as you can see. Enormous amount of small piece of plywood and OSB and whatever. So anyways, that's good. That's good. That's what I kept it all for. I knew I was going to need it for this, so come in handy. The gussets that they use for the top of the A-frame, the black A-frame that was here, they're all, I cut them in half, and they work perfect for there. Nice shape, you know. Anyway, yeah, so this is the one half, and here's the other half here. So we got 7, and the gable end, of course. before we get to that, I got the rest of these to build. The ones that's going to add on to here. So basically another bunch of those. So it's just 2 pieces. So again, I'm down on, I got some 2x4 there, but I think I gotta saw some more for that. I could do it in 2 pieces, but I'd rather do it in solid pieces. So because I got the logs there, and that's what I got them for. So now it's I just finished that, and so now it's time to take a little breather, get a coffee, do a little cleanup, take up some of this off the floor here. Ready to build this wall here next, and then I'll start on this wall across the front, and when that's done, then the roof trusses will be going up. I'll probably go ahead and build this wall over here, and I might get to that today, I'm not sure. And then I'll use up some of that 2x4, and then I'll of course go saw some more. So also we had a delivery this morning. Yeah, we went so here's our patio door. Oof. So that's good. Shingles for the roof, and our main door right here. So things are getting, so that's it now for windows. So we got all of our windows, and we got all of our roofing, and what else are we going to need? Of course, insulation will be later. Outside insulation, I'm going to put 1 inch, I think, styrofoam or something, because we're going with a 2x4 wall. We're not going 2x6, 2x4 wall. So I might put 1 inch on the outside, or a 1/2 inch or something. I'm going to put something on the outside. I don't know how much yet. So we'll go with that. Anyway, so that's it for big purchases. I mean, I think the roofing was about $2,800, and then the patio door and door, that was another $2,500. So there's, you know, over $5,000 right there, and those big purchases. So that's like the first bit of money that we really spent, really, for all this. The rest is just little bits here and there, nails. Yeah. Anyways, stay tuned. And voila, the walls are up. All the exterior walls are done, folks, and the trusses are in here, ready to go up. That's going to happen in a few days. That's why I want to get organized here a little bit, clean up some stuff around the yard. I got to cut some grass. I got to cut the grass this afternoon. Last thing I'll do probably. And but before I do the roof, or before I go any further, I want to get a bunch of lumber, inch board, ready to go for the roof, because I don't want, once I get the trusses up, I don't want to be a long time before I get shingles on, because I want to stop the rain from getting in. But anyways, so that's the plan there. So I'm going to get ahead of the boards. I'm going to get ahead, get a few days, couple days sawn probably. And I think I'm going to tear apart some of this. I know I kept it at the time because I was going to use it for something, but this I was going to use for the floor for the house, but I didn't. Then I got this one and this one. So if nothing else, I might take these 2 apart. And that's a lot of sheet boarding there I can use. Plus, I got to take back the roof on this side a little bit, so I'm going to reuse that. And then, because we're getting down on logs, and I want to make sure I got some logs, or I'm hoping I'll have logs left to do siding on this after, so, or before the winter. So that's my plan. Still need some 2x4, of course. So that's an ongoing thing, the sawing. I must be down to half now for sure. The sheeting from the black building, from the A-frame, man, it worked out great, because it was all blue edge stuff, and this is what I got left. Huh? Now this was stacked out here, like this was right full. Basically, this whole spot here was right full of sheeting, the mostly full sheets, and voila, I had enough to do it. So I tell you, money saved on sheeting, like done all the exterior walls, and all the scabs of boards for the roof trusses, right? So, and what do we have here? We got some more charcoal roofing. So yesterday I was away. And I picked this up on my way back. This roofing, I got 15 sheets here and a bunch of trim in the van. So this is for a project that I've talked about, that I haven't shown anybody yet, and it's almost complete. This is all is left. So I'm gonna get some of this going on the roof. before I show you guys. And yeah, so I've been busy at that as well. Not only the house, but I've been building this other thing as well. So anyways, I'll show you that at some point. A little teaser there. And yeah, so back to work. Hopefully today I'll get the log bed. I'll get some logs on the bed, and then tomorrow morning I think I'm going to be making sawdust happen. So stay tuned. So I'm picking up a few logs here, bringing them over to the bed. These are too heavy. Oh. Must have struck the hydraulics there. Here we go. These are too heavy to be handling by hand. I mean, I know I got them there, but why bust my back, which is not 100% these days, but might as well use this thing, right? Now, a little rubber tire backhoe or a little miniature backhoe would be hard to do this with. So this is another reason I wanted the mini excavator, because I can just pick and walk, right? So this thing is great for that. I could have had them laid out better. This is not ideal. I should have had them all laid out like this. Should be the other way, so they just go. But you know, I'll know for next year. Remember, I didn't have the mill there when I started collecting rods, so. So I don't want that long juniper there, so I'm going to pick out this spruce here. I was picking out all small ones before, but now I got all big ones left, so it's going to be and all long logs, of course. All the long logs are, I think I got 1, 2, looks like I got 2 left. So, which come in handy for building trusses and walls and whatever. So I'm just going to load up the bed here with a few logs and probably get a couple more on there yet. Now this is all for boards, right? I need boards now. And well, a little bit of 2x4, but I'll see. So I want to keep, and then after that I'll be cutting siding. I don't know if I'll have any logs left for that or not, but I hope. Or should I say siding, but a clapboard is what I mean. More here that's a little bit rough looking. I want my best logs for clapboard. Now a board, you can make a board out of anything as long as you get it. So I want this one. This one's a little crooked, few knots, right? So that's an inch board one, or 2x4. Ah, that wasn't supposed to happen. Now, that's going to be fun to pick up. Well, let's see. This is easier, because once you get the log the wrong way, it's a pain in the ass. big one here. It's a little bit crooked and some big knots, so it's not a great one for siding, but there should be lots of boards into it. Oh, heavy. Woo, baby. Yep. Bit of weight there. Okay, turn my gas off, lighter down. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, that'll be a busy morning tomorrow morning. It won't be too bad though. Yeah, so now I'm gonna scale them, measure them all up, make note of it, and then yeah, we'll do a tally later. But